Alrighty, hey guys, AnimeWestReacts here. This is going to be a reaction to the Genshin Impact 4.2 special program. Hope you all enjoy this video. If you do, make sure you like it, share it, sub the channel, and yeah, let's just get into this.
Though it appears that you've managed to win over part of the crowd, some of your testimony doesn't add up.
Right.
You can be rest assured that I, Farina, the god of justice, will get to the bottom of this matter. No detail shall escape me. Yes.
All right.
That sounds perfect.
Yep.
A god must be firm. A god must not allow any detail
right.
to slip through the cracks.
Oh yeah.
My dear citizens, just as the will of a god remains opaque to the understanding of mere mortals, so too is truth unmoved by even the strongest of wills. I will now speak to the defendant. If you honor the values of truth, justice, and divinity, then you are compelled to provide an accurate account of your actions. Hey, that's not bad. Now
alright.
what's next?
Okay, we got Farina,
So
just
hard to
I
predict
guess.
how people are going to react.
Yeah.
What should I say during the trial tomorrow?
Practicing
Lady
her
Farina.
lines, huh?
What are you doing?
Oh, Nervillette! As the god of justice, it is only expected that I should remain informed of every trial and make the necessary preparations. Is there something that you needed? If you wish to seek an audience
Kinda
with me,
cute.
then please make an appointment
Little
with
thing.
Sir Intendant Chevalmeron in advance.
That was
According
nice.
to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique de la
All
Lise
right.
Cardinale,
Well,
the Hydro Archon to be
oh
punished
boy.
by
Oh yeah.
the death sentence.
Yeesh. That's something.
You and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea.
Okay, new area.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Not good.
Shouldn't gods be all powerful?
Okay, so that temple we've been seeing, or
What's done is done. Just trust me.
All right.
You're Archon. Never mind whether you can
Now
truly convince
Farina.
yourself to or not.
okay, nice. So
The
sword
show
here.
begins. Ah. Shower me with praise.
I like it.
Let my name
Okay,
echo
little
in song.
here. All that. That was cool. Stage
What's
and Charlotte. Music. Okay. Camera.
Tease.
Okay, that's cool.
Breaking news.
So I assume Catalyst then.
I know you're not a local, but
camera.
I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it.
Oh, well.
Well, the water, I mean.
Yeah.
The
All right.
prophecy. Yes. What has been prophesized will be fulfilled.
I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning
Do
of
not resist.
justice.
This judgment is fair
people-
and
Right.
just.
What is the meaning you would call
You have
this?
never been as
Justice?
superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
No more excuses.
And why should we acknowledge it?
Fusalo, why did you deceive us?
Okay.
Applaud and rejoice.
Just a moment.
All right.
This
then.
isn't right.
Something.
Trial of the Hydro Archon.
Seem to remember
the
that.
floor will now
This
begin.
trial is-
I now understand the true purpose behind this position.
Okay, Nouvellette. Okay.
You are
Yeah.
devious one, Fusalo.
Well then. Child's back.
Everyone's dead. Papa, what should I do?
Craziness. That's what's happening.
The prophecy that you've been fretting should now be in full swing.
Okay. That was something.
I suppose this would also be the
Well, it's
justice that
happening.
belongs to you. All will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial.
The dance.
Farewell, Nervillette.
I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Well then. Masquerade of the Guilty. That is the title. That was a lot. A lot of craziness happening there. We got the whale, or I'm assuming it's the dragon. Duvelet is what I guess it was. But yeah, pretty crazy. A lot of things happening. Bosalor or Farina getting put on trial for something. Or yeah. The oratory giving Farina the death penalty is interesting. But yeah, like I said, a lot of craziness and looking to be happening in the story. Got Child's return from wherever sea he fell into or got sent to with the whale. Ooh, but yeah, that is a basis thing I could say is crazy.
Hey travelers! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version
Also got
4.2
Charlotte
special
with a
program. Woo,
camera.
yay! I'm Sarah Miller Cruz, the voice of the female traveler Lumine, and I'm joined today by two guests to bring you the latest news for the upcoming version. Okay, why don't you introduce yourselves?
All right, yeah, sounds good. I'll start. Hey everyone, I'm Amberly Connors, the voice of Farina, and I am super excited to be on this special program today. Travelers already met the Hydro Archon at the start of their journey in Fontaine. And as the story continues, how will this special god avert the crisis foretold in the prophecy? Yeah, I hope everyone's excited to see what happens next.
I mean, I sure am. I'm at the edge of my seat. My name is Ray Chase, and I'm the voice of Novelet, the dragon sovereign of water and Eudex of Fontaine.
Yep.
I'm sure many of you already consider Novelet a very trustworthy partner, and I hope you look forward to seeing more of him in version 4.2.
Yes, for sure.
Totally.
Only one sounding good.
So next, let's dive into the major content that we have coming in version 4.2. In the intro, Farina said we need to make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran. So, you know, she's really busy as Fontaine's Archon, and she's a pretty big celebrity at the Opera House. So, the special program team gave me an itinerary to follow, and it appears to show all of Farina's recent plans.
Farina's recent plans, let me guess, she's going to be going to trial, and then another trial, and then another.
Actually, that sounds about right.
Yeah, lots of trials.
Okay, the itinerary seems pretty packed, so let's take a look at the first item.
All right.
Oh, looks like Ray called it.
Everything. Watch the trial
There is
unfold.
nothing more important to Farina than attending trials at the Opera House.
But this trial is a little different from the usual.
Seems like it.
Ooh,
It's a cool image.
Interesting.
I know. I keep looking at the water rushing in. I'm like, what's happening?
Yes, it looks like there's some spotlights and like it's like a curtain.
Like a stage performance.
Maybe also Novelet is keeping an eye on things from behind the scenes, maybe?
Very serious.
He's always keeping an eye on stuff and always just a little bit disappointed.
A little disappointed.
Fair.
Wow, yeah.
Okay, in version 4.2, travelers will get to experience Act 5 of the Fontaine Archon quest, Masquerade of the Guilty. We'll team up with Fontainian friends to delve deeper into the hurricane of events and face the impending destruction foretold by the prophecy. Travelers will gradually unveil new facts behind this crisis and encounter an evil that has been lurking in the swirling depths.
Okay.
I know. I know.
Swirling depths.
Yeah, very.
Very spoopy.
Spoopy.
Right. So, you know, the prophecy in Fontaine is on the brink of coming true. And this is possibly the greatest crisis we've faced in our journey through Tavad.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. In version 4.1, we learned about this precarious situation involving the rising primordial seawater. Novelet barely arrived in time to hold back the seawater from engulfing the fortress of Meripede, but still, the water has reached Poisson.
Oof.
Luckily, the crisis was averted by Navia's leadership of the Spina de Rosula.
All right.
Though we probably can't dismiss the assistance provided by the Knave either. Whatever her end goal may be, it seems like she sincerely wants to save Fontaine from the prophecy. But there's only so much that we can say.
Yeah.
Travelers will have to go and play through the version themselves to discover the clues,
that
adventures,
works.
and stories to come.
Yes, exactly. So be sure to play through, uncover hidden truths, and witness this epic chapter of Fontaine's history for yourself when Act 5 of the Archon quest becomes available.
Sounds good.
So exciting, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Just sounded like
question.
all out
Have
chaos.
we forgotten a pretty important character who's been missing from the Fortress of Meripede?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean Child.
Yeah, Child.
We searched all over the fortress for him.
Yep. I guess we'll
Kinda
just have
vanished.
to live with the suspense for a little longer. Not ideal, but it's fine.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But we saw Child appear at the end of the last version's Archon quest, so it probably won't be long until we see him again.
Okay, good.
Okay.
But
All
we
right.
really need to talk about Farina.
Why?
She's confronted with a
Why?
because she's confronted with a crisis that's tough for even one of the great elemental dragons. Of course, Fontaine will have the travelers help, but what choices will our Hydro Archon make in the face of the crisis?
Sounded like tough
well,
ones.
Just like the prophecy itself, all will be revealed at the fated time.
Uh-huh.
Knowing Farina, perhaps she'll have made some preparations.
Once again, disappointed.
Yeah, once again disappointed.
No way.
Come on, guys.
Ow.
Have some faith.
Okay, to bolster everyone's confidence in Farina, let's learn a little more about
All
this
right.
one-of-a-kind Archon.
Why are you just
Okay,
standing there with your mouth
good.
gaping?
Arena.
You must be stunned and at a loss for words. Understandable. It is I, after all. Fontaine's most beloved star, Farina. I'm on
Okay.
a very tight schedule, so you're lucky to even get an appointment with me.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, I love her
Cool.
outfit.
Yes. Oh, and her eyes, like each of them are different. She's got these little
Yeah.
eyelashes. and
Yes. Oh,
You know,
it's amazing.
you'd expect
Definitely
for
a good
Hydro
character
Archon that she'd
design.
have the best drip.
The best
Oh.
trip.
Yes. Ooh.
Wow.
Okay, you know what? It seems as if she's always dressed like she's about to attend a performance. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Mhm.
that's Fontaine's biggest celebrity for you. And speaking of drip, let's take a look at her combat abilities.
All right.
Yay!
So, yeah. Arena.
Being too popular can be such a hassle.
Bet.
Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Sword user. Like the bow is nice.
Strike a pose!
Okay, and jump on little sea
Let the
creatures.
world come alive!
Alrighty. Like the stage.
Whoa, that is
Wow.
so cool.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Stage.
I like the way she kind of like bows.
Yeah.
Very dramatic.
Definitely.
Yes.
Like cool.
Very much. It's like all of her moves are part of a performance.
Yes.
Totally. Also, look at her elemental burst. Her presence really fills the stage. Everyone else is just an extra.
Mhm.
Wait, so the creatures that Farina summons, they look a lot like the Fontamer
Yeah.
aberrants that we've encountered before. There's a seahorse, a crab, an octopus, and they are all so cute.
Yep.
Oh, I love them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Me too.
something.
Oh my gosh, no, the octopus is even wearing a hat. What a distinguished little gentleman.
Correction here, Sarah. They're a bit
Okay.
different from Fontamer aberrants.
Okay.
I would know.
I would
To my
know.
knowledge, these creatures are Farina's, quote, honored guests.
Uh-huh.
They even help manage her daily affairs.
Interesting.
Yes, exactly. So,
Yes,
Farina
to her
often
tea
invites
parties.
guests to her tea party, which is known as the Salon Solitaire. And those creatures are actually special guests of the Salon Solitaire.
Uh-huh.
And
That's
she
something.
even gave each member a name.
They have names.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Yes.
well.
So you've got the maid, Mademoiselle Craboletta.
Craboletta.
They're the best.
The
All
crab,
right.
the one that's a crab, I assume.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And then you've got
Okay.
the housekeeper, Sir Intendant Cheval Moran,
Alright.
Mhm.
Okay.
and the conferencier, Gentilhomme Usher.
Gentle Usher.
And that last one is a stickler for propriety.
Oh, okay. So
okay.
when Farina said to make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran, this is who she was referring to?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Interesting.
I didn't know it was so cute.
That's something.
Exactly. Farina even makes him spew bubbles in her idle animation.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm sure
very.
everyone is just itching to know more about the skills shown in that clip. So, Amber,
Yes.
why don't you take it away? Tell us everything.
Definitely
Yes,
interesting.
you got
looking.
it.
Yay!
So, Farina is a hydro
Alright.
sword user.
Okay.
Mhm.
Look at that.
She usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment in combat. When in this state, her elemental skill invites the 3 members of the Salon Solitaire, Mademoiselle Crabaletta, Surintendant Cheval Moran, and Gentilhomme Usher to the stage.
All right.
I love it.
It's so
Yeah.
cute. And, you know, these salon members will attack nearby opponents, prioritizing the target of the active character.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Their
interesting.
damage increases the more characters there are in the party over a certain HP amount.
Interesting.
Okay, I was listening to all that, but at the very
Yeah.
top, you said that she usually defaults to an Usia Arca
Yeah.
alignment.
Defaults
so
to
she
it,
has more than one
so-
alignment?
Yes,
Switch.
exactly. Farina's charged attack not only deals physical damage, but
okay.
also allows her to switch between Usia and Numa Arca alignments.
Physical.
Whoa.
Wow.
Mhm.
Based on what we just saw, it seems like her
Yeah.
Arca alignment has an effect on her other
That's
skills as
cool.
well.
Yes, sure does. Farina's elemental skill changes depending on whether she is aligned with Usia or Numa.
That's cool.
It's super cool.
That's interesting.
After Farina uses her charged attack to switch to a Numa Arca alignment, her elemental skill summons the Singer of Many Waters to provide healing to nearby party members.
Oh, nice.
Yes. The summons
Okay.
created by Farina's elemental skill will remain on the field for a period of time even after Farina is switched out.
Okay.
Farina's
that's
elemental
good.
burst deals damage to surrounding opponents. And when the party member's HP increases or decreases, Farina will accumulate fanfare points. That's my trumpet.
Amazing.
All right.
So Farina increases the damage and the incoming healing bonus of nearby party members based on the amount of fanfare she has.
Wow. It seems like this fighting
Yeah.
style really suits Farina's
Yeah,
character. It's
definitely.
very showy and unpredictable.
Totally. I can already see the
Fanfare.
fluctuations in my team's HP bar. That
That's
healing skill might
interesting.
come in handy.
Yeah, for real. And due to her knowledge of
Hydro
deep water
healing
aberrants,
makes sense
Farina's
to me.
passive talent can decrease the cooldown on abilities gained from the xenochromatic Fontamer aberrants.
Ooh.
Wow, you can say that again.
Yeah, and that'll make it even easier to uncover the secrets lurking in the depths.
Interesting.
Always the secrets lurking in the depths.
Oh, and I almost forgot. Whenever one of Farina's summons is on the field, Farina gains the ability to walk on water.
Oh my gosh,
Alright.
that is so cool.
Nice.
Yes.
Hey, I actually saw that Farina's outfit changes whenever she switches between Arca
Look at me
alignments.
thing.
Yeah, good eye. You're correct.
you.
It does change. But, you know,
Huh.
such is the charm of a celebrity, I suppose.
Mm.
Yes,
That's cool.
so if you want to learn more about Farina,
Yep,
then
story
be
quest.
sure to accompany her on her story quest, the
That
Animula
should be
Karaji
fun.
chapter.
Ah, amazing.
Should be fun.
Okay, so
Should be
next
fun.
up, we have another old friend to introduce. She's now able to join the traveler's party with her trusty companion, Monsieur Verite. That's right,
Oh,
it's Charlotte! Yay!
All right.
Adorable.
So cute.
Charlotte.
We've known Charlotte for a while now. The traveler met her during the Summoner Summit event, which took them on an adventure all over Teyvat.
Yes, that's right. Charlotte's hard-hitting spirit and determination to uncover the truth really leave an impression, don't they?
Yeah.
They
That's
do.
right.
The
During our journey in
camera is
Fontaine,
cool.
didn't she treat the traveler to a magnificent meal in order to get a scoop about Wriothesley?
Yeah.
Though she didn't end up
Well.
getting the interview that she wanted in the end, huh?
Um,
But I don't think that will
some
deter her. She'll
seem like it.
always be in search of the truth. The world is her treasure chest, and only her camera,
the camera
can determine
is
its
awesome.
contents and the truths they contain.
Ooh.
Speaking of her camera, Monsieur Verite just so happens to be her greatest assistant and companion. They're friends. Charlotte's talent for
Okay.
photography is truly a marvel.
What's
No
the
matter the subject or
camera?
setting, her photos somehow always capture an unparalleled sense of artistry. The peerless Monsieur Verite turns her photos into eye-catching mementos. In fact,
interesting.
many Fontanians even cut the prints out of the newspaper and keep them as clippings.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And Monsieur Verite is so cute, even has his own little hat and tie.
I know! Charlotte actually commissioned both of those
that's
items from Chiori. She
interesting.
even commissioned Monsieur Verite's accessories in several different styles to match different interview settings. Isn't that cute?
Wow, that is pretty thoughtful. I suppose that just shows how much Charlotte cherishes her own Monsieur Verite.
Yes, it really does. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Charlotte's character showcase, shall we?
Ooh, let's do it.
If you keep your eyes peeled and your
Things for
mind
different
engaged,
occasions, huh?
you'll find there's always a new story nearby just waiting to be discovered.
The camera is pretty awesome. Mango weapon.
Say cheese!
It's like how we're kind of branching out from
Breaking news!
swords and spears and things and have all different kinds of weapons.
Wow.
Oh,
or
amazing.
catalysts.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
really like moving around.
So, yeah.
Yes! Honestly, it's
Or at least
just
in
what
the
you'd expect of a
catalyst.
reporter for the Steambird. Even her combat
have, like,
skills involve taking photos. Isn't that
all
cool?
different
Yeah,
kinds
and
of
like,
things.
What a lively character. Her combat moves, like I was saying, she's moving around. They're super dynamic. It seems like she's always on the move.
Who's on the march? Exactly. Charlotte is an expert at applying the skills and talents that she's developed as a reporter to other areas of her life, and that includes combat.
I see it
With her
now.
trusty companion, Monsieur Verite, she captures
That's
enemies
cool.
from all angles, unleashing attacks while discovering and exposing
Like
their
the
weaknesses.
Lean
Honestly,
down.
I would expect nothing less from one of Fontaine's most
That's
famous
interesting.
reporters. Who knew cameras could do that, though? I didn't know you could
That
use
is
them as a
something,
weapon.
yeah.
Or you know, I guess.
Okay, here's some cool
Weapon
stuff.
cameras.
Charlotte's elemental skill applies snappy silhouette to opponents caught
Snappy
within the
silhouette.
viewfinder of her camera. During this effect's duration, marked opponents will intermittently take damage.
Cool.
Holding Charlotte's elemental skill strengthens these effects and applies focused
Alright.
impression to opponents instead. Now her elemental burst creates a news flash field that continuously restores HP to party members within its range. Monsieur Verite, he's also
Camera
going to join in and
flashes.
intermittently attack opponents during the duration of the ability. As an experienced reporter, Charlotte is an expert at adapting her methods to match the needs of her target. When paired with
That's
Fontaine
cool.
characters, Charlotte receives a healing bonus.
Cool.
When paired with non-Fontaine characters, she
Cryo
receives a
damage
cryo
bonus.
damage bonus. Now
That's
that is not all.
interesting.
There is more. During the 4.2 special event, travelers can complete a quest to receive a special gadget called the Zoom Lens. When Charlotte activates the Zoom Lens, it will trigger her passive talent called First Person Shutter.
Oh my gosh.
When
that's
you
amazing.
hold her elemental skill, the gadget will cause you to enter photo mode instead.
Oh, that's nice.
That is so
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
That is
Cool way
super
to use the
rad.
camera.
And, you know, I have a feeling some super cool pictures are going to come out of that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool
We're
way
going to
to
provide more information about the Zoom Lens and how to use it during the event overview
cool new
portion.
camera function, huh?
So, Farina and Charlotte will both be featured in version 4.2 Event Wishes.
see.
Ooh.
In the first half of version 4.2, we'll have
Right.
event wishes showcasing Farina and Baiju. During this time,
Ugh,
Charlotte will
alright.
also receive a huge drop rate boost.
Huge boost.
Huge boost. A new 5-star sword,
Right.
Splendor of Tranquil Waters,
Hmm.
will be featured in the weapon event banner.
Huge sword.
Huge sword.
And in the
Alright.
second half of version
Sino
4.2,
and
we'll have
Ayato.
reruns for Sino and Ayato.
Okay, let's take a look at what other information we
Right.
can learn from Farina's itinerary.
Not too bad.
It looks like she's investigating something.
Ooh.
Oh, there's even a report attached.
Tell us what it says.
Okay, I will. It says, strange rumblings have been
All
heard
about
in the
ring
depths
narwhal.
of Fontaine's waters.
That's what it
Dun,
was.
dun,
A
dun.
narwhal.
It's here already?
Oh.
Look at that.
That
well,
is
well,
crazy.
well. It looks looks like it's in a sea of pink and blue stars.
That's
It's so
awesome.
pretty.
Oh, I remember this whale. I recognize this whale.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah. Isn't this the whale that the traveler saw in Child's vision at the end of the version 4.1 Archon quest?
That is,
Yep, it's the same one. After ravaging its way through the
Quite crazy.
primordial sea, this otherworldly creature has at long last broken the seal and descended upon Fontaine.
Ooh,
Crazy looking fight.
It's real big. It
Raining
feels like it
lasers.
might even burst right through the screen.
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah.
I get this feeling that this isn't the type of opponent that we can just brute force our way through, you know?
Exactly. In the first phase, it will use
Alright.
its gigantic size to target the traveler with massive AoE attacks from all directions. Dodging is definitely your friend with this one.
Oh boy.
Looks crazy.
Okay.
That's
so
for sure.
there also seems to be sort of a progress bar next to the boss's HP bar.
Huh.
What's that for?
Okay, since we can't outfight it, we'll have to outsmart it instead. The
Okay.
creature just freed itself from captivity and is brimming with anger.
I bet.
So if you can find a way to capitalize on that anger, perhaps
Okay.
you'll also find its weaknesses.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Oh,
Is
boy.
somebody being eaten? Is it
Uh-oh.
even possible to survive something like that?
I
wow.
guess here it is.
Ooh.
That's crazy
This is an
looking.
entirely different space, it looks like. And
Yeah.
there's a new enemy here with a massive sword.
Mhm.
Oh, these summoned creatures
This
also look
is
big to me.
quite
I
a
wonder
fight.
what the deal is with all of this. Perhaps defeating this mysterious enemy within this space will be the key to defeating the whale? Travelers will need to experiment for themselves.
Ooh,
Looks
yeah.
crazy.
All truths will be revealed in version 4.2.
Well said. Oh man, this
Wow.
boss looks really, really tough.
Alrighty.
What happens if we, for some reason, can't defeat it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
This update actually helps with that problem.
Okay.
Starting from 4.2, an option will appear on the challenge failed screen to lower the difficulty of the boss if travelers are struggling to
okay.
defeat them during a main quest. Hopefully, this provides a smoother gaming experience for travelers to enjoy.
Oh,
Oh,
I
no, ring
love
our
that.
roll,
Now
though.
we don't need to worry about getting stuck while trying to advance the main story.
Totally.
Mhm. Hey, that was
That
a
is
lot
a
of
useful
information,
thing,
wasn't it?
though.
Can we take a short little break while we have a look at the second redemption code, maybe?
Yeah,
Ooh, yeah.
let's do it.
So yeah, that's a good little feature, I guess. Oh, that was a nice picture. But yeah, quite a lot happening. Got a Farina in this image. Multiple Farina. But yeah, I like the whole stage aspect to Farina as a character. Seeing how she plays, her little summon creatures. Healer and damage is definitely interesting. Definitely was expecting Charlotte to be the 4-star, so not too surprised about that. But yeah, the camera thing is pretty interesting. That interesting feature, just having a camera. Being able to use that to go into like a photo mode is pretty cool. But yeah, so Farina being able to walk on water
Hello,
does make
travelers.
sense.
Welcome back to the version 4.2 special program.
Hello.
Hello. Yay!
Hmm.
So, we've introduced new characters, new plot lines, and a new boss. But
Let's
I hope
see
you're
the
still eager
events,
for new
huh?
content, travelers, because there's still more to come. Let's take a look at what other information we can learn from Farina's itinerary. Okay, aside from investigating crises, it seems like our Hydro Archon also goes on occasional excursions throughout Fontaine. Who knew she did all this work behind the scenes?
I
Excuse me.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
maybe she's just using it as an excuse to scout out a place for one of her tea parties.
Oh.
Farina and excuses. Typical. Hey, it seems like the places Farina has chosen to
Sounds
visit
about
this
right.
time feature some peculiar landscapes.
Oh, yeah. It
And new
looks like
areas.
Farina is in Areneas Forest on the east side of Fontaine. And that's right behind the Opera House.
What a cool place!
Hmm.
Although,
tree.
It does kind of look like it could be hiding some secrets.
Yeah.
Definitely wouldn't be a video game if there weren't secrets.
Oh, yeah.
Things are definitely not what they seem.
Oh, yeah.
For example,
That's something.
strange things have been happening with the water veins around Loch Urania. As you can see, a strong windstorm has gathered around the vortex rising from the middle of the lake. It's almost like it's preventing certain things from getting closer and forcibly pushing other things away. And
Interesting.
take a look at this, the foggy forest path.
That fog is really thick.
Yeah.
That's why they call it the foggy forest path. And what about this area? The weeping willow of the lake.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, it
That
looks all
is-
withered.
yeah.
And
Cool.
the water doesn't look quite right. Like it's cloudy or something. Do you see that? Yeah.
Exactly.
Weeping
It
willow
seems
of the
like Verena also realized something was off. It looks like she headed underwater to investigate. And what did she find? A number of contaminated bacterial mats.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of, there are always new things to discover beneath Fontaine's waters.
Yeah, it's
In this
definitely
update, we'll
new.
encounter a new type of Fontamer aberrant, the xenochromatic ball octopus. Travelers can borrow its abilities to cleanse away the contamination clots and contamination cores from the bacterial mats. Pretty cool. In addition, with the help of a special device, travelers will be able to use this creature's abilities on the surface as well. They may be the key to solving certain puzzles or perhaps even powering certain objects. But we'll leave that for you to discover.
Ooh.
All right.
To learn more about the story behind the new Arrhenius Forest region, be sure to check out the version 4.2 world quest called The Wild Fairy of Arrhenius. I'll give you a hint. Melazines are involved.
What? Melazines? Really?
All right,
Oh, then it would certainly be a world quest that you won't want to skip.
To the south of Arrhenius Forest, you'll find the Mortal
Alrighty.
region. There, a singular tower stands tall above an island in the middle of the sea.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's also guarding
Seen
some
it.
unspeakable secrets.
Ooh. Actually, it
Alright,
looks like that's the
actually.
very next stop on Farina's itinerary.
See
So
it,
let's
but,
go check
yeah,
it out.
we can
Okay,
actually
I
go
bet
there
a
before.
bunch of travelers
I'm looking forward
noticed
to
this
it.
tower since they've arrived in
Yeah.
Fontaine. I'm so excited that we finally get to check it out. Yes, same.
Ooh, quite curious
in
about it.
version 4.2, the sealed ruin tower is the focus of a quest series called Search in the Algae Sea. I know.
Algae
And
Sea.
after unlocking 4 seals along its perimeter, the tower and its long buried secrets will be unveiled to us. Oh,
Interesting.
amazing! Okay, it would feel great to finally demystify all the secrets churning under the seemingly calm waters. Yes, I want
Oh, yeah.
answers. I also
Same.
we all want answers. I also heard this quest has something to do with the primordial sea. It seems like there's a very important and very ancient story behind it all.
That is
Right
very
then.
right. New stories are always unfolding in Fontaine, whether above water or below.
Yes.
And this is not limited to the 2 new regions in this update. The prophesied earthquake woke up new life forms in other places
Hydro
where
tulip-
destinies intersect.
Tulpa.
Oh,
Hmm.
destinies!
Destinies! In certain underwater cave, a new life form is waking up.
That's
It has greater
something.
and more diverse powers of transformation while in combat. So don't let your guard down, travelers.
Yes.
Swords.
And some places still seem to tell the stories of
is,
events long past, no matter how long they've been abandoned.
Why to look?
So, in this update, travelers can also look forward to the climax of the Narcissan Croy's adventure quest line that was introduced over the last 2 versions.
Interesting.
And there might even be an unexpected surprise waiting at the end. What? A surprise! I can't wait to see what it is. Same. All right, there's a lot to discover
Kinda
in the new
middle
areas
that
of the
one, I
map,
just
but
haven't
Farina's
progressed
itinerary
yet.
doesn't stop there. Oh, wait. It looks like she's arranged to spend some time with her subjects.
Farina is
Wow.
pretty personable. Who's to say?
Alright.
She might even make an appearance at the events taking place in Fontaine.
Speaking of, let's move on to the event portion. All right. The Fontaine Fishing Association has recently posted a commission
see.
to investigate the rumors of water imps near Arrhenius Island. Ooh, another investigation? I know.
Lots of
Oh,
them.
and Fremine seems to be
Fremine.
involved.
Free Fremine.
That
Nice.
little clockwork penguin next to him must be one of his other companions. But it doesn't
Yeah,
look
didn't
like
pull
Pear.
Fremine one out.
Actually, its name is
Pull it on
Thelxie. The name
Banner.
comes from a Fontanian fairy tale that describes a terrifying creature that lives underwater. Adults would use the story to keep
I ain't
children
gonna
away
live
from the
or
shore.
Fremine, really.
As the story goes,
Children who play by the water are food
So I
for
don't have
Thelxie
either
to
of them.
devour.
Ooh, yeah, for real. Well, children must be pretty afraid of that creature.
I know, right? It does seem a little
Thelxie.
unusual for Fremine to give this little penguin a name like that. There must be some other reason.
Wait, hey, does this event also have something to do with this clockwork penguin?
Absolutely.
Okay.
In this event, we'll be helping Fremine make some improvements to this little clockwork penguin.
Ooh,
There will be a total of 3 main stages to the event.
should be
As
maybe
for the first
wholesome.
stage, we'll repair the penguin by fixing its circuits and reconnecting the motherboard. In return, the little guy will help
Oh,
us out on our
that's
journey.
Oh,
nice.
I love
Pretty
that.
As our journey progresses, we'll collect
It's like one
colorful
of those.
shells, corals, and other items which can be used
Huh.
to outfit our little friend with weapons and equipment. Which brings us to the
I
second
like
stage of
those
the
kind
event,
of puzzles.
using an echoing conch to search underwater and find the items that we need for the penguin.
And, what happens if we run into
Okay.
certain speed bumps on our adventure? Like monsters,
Yeah.
puzzles, and all that jazz.
Well, it seems like the perfect opportunity for our little penguin buddy to shine.
Exactly. In the third stage of the event, the clockwork penguin will help us defeat monsters lurking around a specific
Okay, so
domain and
fix it
obtain
up and
any
then
treasures that they may be guarding.
Use it to
Of
fight.
course, the clockwork penguin will
good to me.
provide different buffs in each battle to help travelers emerge victorious.
Whoa.
Now, as
Yeah,
for the story
quite
behind these
large.
battles, travelers will just have to find out for themselves.
Let's see. After helping the penguin,
Yeah,
the next item
okay.
on the itinerary is... Oh, the cute little fungi are back!
Cool.
Hania,
Alright.
a friend we met in Sumeru, has arrived in Fontaine to promote
Well,
Lil Fungi's Fantastic Fiesta.
Oh, and speaking of
What a
fun,
name.
guys, I think I recognize some familiar faces. Bongo Head, it's time to shine!
Yay! Travelers
they're
may
keeping it.
notice some differences in this update's fungi event. Aside from taking place in Fontaine, the gameplay has also been optimized.
All right.
Previously, we led the Lil Fungi in battle against Mechanici. This time, we'll have the opportunity to challenge a whole host of powerful monsters.
Awesome.
Okay.
Travelers will be able to command a variety of fungi,
I like it.
adjusting their movement to target different enemies. And don't forget to use marvelous
Keep them the
gels to
fungi.
instruct the little fungi to unleash
Fungi.
powerful skills.
Yeah! Travelers will hopefully enjoy playing with the fungi more than ever.
Here's hoping. I have a little note here to pass along from our developer friends.
Excuse me.
While they hope to make the little fungi and some other events permanent so travelers can play at any time, the team feels that the current design doesn't adequately sustain long-term gameplay. So they're going to continue iterating, optimizing, and improving this event while also working hard to develop interesting content that is relevant to the
Okay.
overall game.
That's
Thanks,
good.
devs.
Good to know.
Thanks!
All right. Okay, let's take
I
a
like
look
that.
at what else Farina's
Good to know.
itinerary has in
Things
store.
to
Oh, it's
do
the
in the
Graph
future, huh?
Adversarial Technology Experiment Log.
Long name.
I'm more than ready to fight some adversaries. Let me at 'em!
I wish I could, but
You
it
know?
doesn't actually involve fighting.
Yeah, it doesn't
A
sound
researcher
like it.
obsessed with graph adversarial technology has made great contributions to the study of
Graphs.
counter-criminal image recognition. She believes that her
Okay.
research can help her achieve great success. But her
Interesting.
scholarly responsibilities make it difficult for her to collect the field samples that she needs.
I'm guessing this is where the traveler comes in.
Okay, you're not wrong. But Pauline's request is actually pretty reasonable. To receive rewards, simply submit photographs of 5 different sample types that match the characteristic that's given
Handler
on each
photo
day.
event, huh?
Sounds simple enough.
Yeah.
You can also exchange these samples with your friends.
Oh.
You might be able to find useful references for the samples
Okay.
that you need to collect in the Adventure Archive. At the end of the quest,
I think there was
travelers will
something
receive a
similar
special
before,
gift from
but-
Pauline.
Ooh.
Can't remember.
That's right. It's the zoom lens we mentioned during Charlotte's character introduction.
Okay.
Oh, how fun.
To use it, just equip the camera and activate the zoom lens in your inventory. The zoom lens can be attached to all cameras obtained in the game up to this point.
Okay.
When equipped with other characters, the zoom lens won't be able to be used in combat, but if you switch to Charlotte
Yeah,
and hold
Charlotte,
your elemental
and it
skill,
does.
you'll be able to snap pics with zoom lens
Cool.
even while fighting. You can even
That's
use
cool.
it in domains.
Ooh.
double wow.
Little character-specific
Oh my gosh,
thing.
that's awesome. And I bet travelers will be able to capture some amazing moments in co-op mode, too.
And even if you miss the chance to participate in the event, there's no need to worry. Travelers will still be able to obtain the zoom lens after the event
Good
ends.
thing that's a permanent thing.
It seems like Farina has also learned of the existence
the
of a domain
dungeon.
shrouded in mist. Travelers who master the leyline features and put together the strongest party will be able to easily beat their opponents.
Now, less experienced travelers like myself don't need to worry either. Using trial characters and taking advantage of the buffs brought about by the leyline are also
That's
great ways to
good.
come out on top.
That's right. And travelers who are more confident in their combat skills can choose to jump straight to the final challenge.
All right.
Also, the Leyline Overflow event will return at the end of version 4.2. Now might be the perfect time to start building your parties.
Good to have.
Hopefully,
Always good.
you're all excited for the fabulous events that version 4.2 has in
Well,
store.
the leyline
but
things are
there
always good.
Still more surprises to share.
Yay!
Oh, let's get into them.
Well, before we get into them, let's take a quick break to have a look at the final redemption code for today. See you in a bit.
Alrighty. So
Okay.
yeah, so far, pretty fun. Pretty fun. Like they're bringing back the fun guys. Thinking about future, whether to or they talked about future long-term content, I guess, of keeping that stuff to have more permanent stuff, which is good. Good to have. But yeah, I like the whole Charlotte camera thing. I find it interesting. Yeah, given she's the photographer, having her be able to take pictures in the middle of battle is pretty cool. And so yeah, so far it's been a pretty good one. So see what happens, or what we got next. Also, Free Fremine is good.
Welcome back, travelers! Okay, I just took a look at Lady Farina's itinerary, and it seems we've actually reached the end.
Aw, I know.
So we've submitted our appointment request to Surintendant Cheval Moran. While we're waiting to hear back, let's see what system optimizations we have for the upcoming version. Let's get into it.
All right.
Okay, so first up is the Quick Challenge feature for weekly bosses. New players or players who prefer to spend their time exploring may have yet to unlock certain weekly bosses. And it's difficult to raise new characters when you can't access the boss drops needed to ascend a certain character.
Good to have.
In version 4.2, travelers who are at adventure rank 40 or above will have the option to quick challenge a weekly boss by navigating to the Trounce domain section of the adventure handbook.
Okay,
All weekly bosses will be
that's
available
good.
to challenge, except Storm Terror and the Wolf of the North.
Nice. Yeah, now we don't
So
have
you
to wait
just-
to advance
yeah.
the story before we can level up a new
Jump
character's
straight to it.
talents and skills.
Exactly. Also, we're introducing an update to Genius Invocation TCG. In version 4.2, 3 new character cards and 5 new action cards will be added. There will also be an Accelerate Duel feature, which will provide a smoother gaming experience. Pretty cool stuff. After the version
Alright, good
4.2
to have.
update, deck sharing codes will also be available. Use them to show off your strongest deck or take inspiration from other travelers.
That's cool.
That's awesome. And, you know, since the number of card combinations
things.
just keeps increasing, the number of decks a player can save has been increased from 10 to 20.
Wow. Doubled.
Double. Double. And in addition, both the maximum number of starting slots and the number of slots unlocked at each player level upgrade have been increased from 2 to 4.
Double again.
Double.
Yeah,
The
double.
The developers have also made a number of optimizations to the Genius
Alright.
Invocation TCG interface.
Good.
Heated Battle Mode and the Forge Realms Temper Endless Swarm will also return in version 4.2.
Ooh, and in addition to the updates made to Genius Invocation TCG, returning travelers will enjoy ample login rewards and exploration guidance courtesy of the Genshin Impact project team.
Cool.
May those returning to Devat have a happy reunion.
Aw, that's
Aw.
nice.
Yeah. Plus, a new story keep privilege has also been added so that returning travelers can enjoy new story quests and hangout events.
Amazing. Red notification dots
Okay.
have also been optimized. Notifications that have already been cleared will no longer reappear when logging in on a different platform.
Yo.
Okay,
Quest
that's
optimizations will
good.
also be available in version 4.2. The first one pertains to
Well, it's
unlocking
kinda
story quests.
Annoying to me.
Travelers will now get to choose
kinda
whether to
switch
accept
between
a
my
story
PC
quest
and
after
PS4
unlocking
and-
it.
Whoa, nice.
See that a
and
lot.
hopefully, travelers won't be overwhelmed by a sudden influx of quests anymore.
The update has also made notifications about prerequisite quests even clearer, making it easier for players to proceed to certain content.
That's awesome.
Those are good things.
Okay, great. Oh, and it seems like that's all we have for the latest version update.
Alrighty.
I guess that means it's time for the 4.2 special program to come to a close.
Oh,
I know.
Well, there's so much exciting stuff happening,
Yeah,
and
looking
I know
forward to
personally,
it.
aside from all the intrigue around the story and characters, I'm personally very jazzed for the fun guy events.
Yes, how can you not be? They keep on adding so much
yeah.
cool stuff to this game. For me, I love the idea of the combat camera, but for me and Monsieur Novelette, we are here for the melazines.
Of course.
Well, this has been so much fun with both of you. I'm really grateful we can all be here today
fun.
together. And
Fun it was.
honestly, I'm just really glad that we're gonna get to see how all these mysteries unfold. And maybe,
Chaos
I don't know,
is
maybe
occurring.
it'll have a nice ending in 4.2. We'll have to see. But that's it for the version 4.2 special program. Thank you so much, everybody, and see you all in game.
Alrighty.
Bye.
So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, then yeah, like it, share it, sub the channel. There's a little message that I can't read because the screen's too small. But yeah, like the video, share it, sub to this channel, and I will see y'all later. Bye.